We have a two-time All-Star, two-time world champion, World Series MVP, all-around good guy from Sanford, David Eckstein. David, good to see you, man. Appreciate getting up early.
How you doing, John? Thank you.
Now, I say getting up early because before we get to the All-Star game, you just got back. I want to talk about what you just did in St. Louis before the All-Star break. Okay, so that's where you were the World Series MVP, so they had a bobblehead day for you. So go ahead and roll the video, guys, as we talk about this. You posed as an usher to hand these out. So take us, how did this happen where you're an usher handing out your own bobblehead?
Yeah, so it was one of the promotions team's idea for me to go out there and hand out my bobblehead. So I showed up, you know, as you see, I was dressed up in my uniform. I had to go to the ushers meeting to learn how to do it. And so, yeah, so we had such a great time there.
Okay, so, I mean, you've heard me say this before. People know this. Baseball is what St. Louis has. They know everybody dating back to 19 whatever. How long was it until you got recognized, though? Because it couldn't have lasted too long.
Well, the funny thing, the first people in line were Gator fans, so they totally recognized me. Then like, the next few people, they had their heads down. They just wanted the bobblehead to get to their seats. And then a family came by, and the husband was like, "I think that's David." And the wife's like, "No, it's not. Keep walking, keep walking." But then after that, yeah, once after that, I got recognized. People were asking for photos, and then it was on for the rest of the time. Yeah, so we had a good time.
Why did you decide to do that? Was that your idea or their idea? Or how did that?
Yeah, it was the Cardinals' idea. And of course, you know my wife, when they sent it over, like Ash is like, "You definitely got to do that." Yeah. And I would do it again. Like, it was so much fun.
So how long did it last for you to be? And here's why, because last time you and I were in St. Louis together, I had the seats right behind home plate. The Cardinals wouldn't let you go there. You couldn't sit with me because you would have been mobbed by the people there. So how long did they let this go on once everybody recognized you?
They let it go for about 15 minutes. And I don't know if you can see in the first shot of the one video, that's actually Scott Spiezio. Scott Spiezio, my former teammate for Anaheim and St. Louis, was there. So he was the last one to come through the line. Once he came through the line, they cut it off and they took me away.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad that's so fun. I'm glad you shared the videos with us here. All right, so let's talk about the All-Star game. It's on Fox once again tonight.
Yes.
You played in it twice. What's it like to play in a game where they're honoring the best of the best? And you got there twice. What's that like?
It's such an honor, you know. Growing up as a little kid, you know, you always tuned into the game. And then when I got in 2005, I was named the National League starter at shortstop. It was totally an honor, you know, being around the game's best at that time. And then in 06, I was actually named as an alternate, and I got to go into Pittsburgh. And it's just one of those moments that you truly cherish. And I definitely look forward to watching the game tonight.
You know what's interesting, because I was looking this up when you played in 2005. Okay, this is interesting because you're from Seminole High School in Sanford.
Yes.
Jason Varitek was also from, which high school?
Lake Brantley
High. You also had Johnny Damon from Dr. Phillips. Like half this All-Star game was guys from this area. Did you guys all know each other growing up before this?
So I knew a little bit about Johnny, but definitely I knew totally about Jason. I never really got the opportunity to play against Jason. I did get the opportunity to play against Johnny, but you know, my brother was 2 years older. So watching him play and seeing him play against those guys, and you know, Lake Brantley had that team in 1991 that went on for the state title. So definitely knew all about them.
Oh man, it's such a small world with you guys. Also here, I've always wondered about this one because a lot of the guys won't do the home run derby anymore because they say it messes up their swing, there's risk of injuries. Do guys like to play in the All-Star game, even though, I mean, they could get a break, it's an honor. Right. What are the thoughts of players going into the All-Star game?
Yeah, I think, I mean, totally back when we played, it was we were hoping to be able to have the opportunity to play in the game because it meant so much. And you're seeing in today's time, you know, I still think the guys really much cherish the game. I know what happened with Zach Wheeler is going on, but it's something that you totally look forward to playing. You know, I totally did. I was so honored. Like, I was like an alternate in 2006, so I actually woke up in St. Louis the morning of the Tuesday morning, jumped on a plane, flew to the All-Star game. played that night, and luckily Albert had a private plane, so I actually flew back to St. Louis that night and was sleeping in my bed. So it was like a whirlwind experience, but I would have done anything to get to that game.
Amy, did you hear him name drop Albert? That would be Albert Pujols for everybody else, but he's like, oh yeah, Albert and Johnny and those guys, they have a
I
plan.
thought he was talking about the Gator mascot.
No, not that Albert, so no.
Yeah.
That's why we love David. He's just name dropping. It's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're awesome. Hey, okay, but I wonder, we've talked about this when you were in the World Series. Did you ever step back? And I think you said you're just so into the moment you don't step back.
Yeah.
All-Star game, are you able to step back and realize the moment you're in that's like, it's going down in history?
So the first time probably not, because I was a starter. But the second time in 06, I definitely was, because I wasn't starting, and it was kind of, I have a little funny story with the 06 All-Star game. Carrie Underwood was the performer for the national anthem. So we're on the line, and she finishes. So I waited for her just to be able to go up and tell her how much my wife and I are a big fan of her. So yeah, so I enjoyed that moment in 06.
Oh, that's awesome, David. Hey, I know you just got back.
Is that name dropping again?
Hey, you know what? Not once did you say the last time John and I went golfing.
That is true.
Yeah, it's true.
We need to do that again.
All right.
I just got to be home.
All right. And when your book comes out very soon, we'll have you back in. David, we got to take a break.
Ashley's too.
And Ashley has to come in too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, David. Good to see you, man.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you soon. David Eckstein here on Good Day Orlando Extra. That's why we love the guy.
They both have books coming out.
Yeah.
So we could do like a double book tell all.
That's good.
Perfect.
Fun.
Yeah. They got a
Whole
lot
extra
going
show
on.
there.
All right, we'll take a break.
That was weird.